Do you know why 99% of people never actually hit their goals? It's not because they lack talent. It's not because they don't have opportunities. The real reason is simple. They've lost control over themselves. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, how many promises have you made to yourself that you've already broken? How many things have you put off saying, I'll do it tomorrow, only to never touch them again? Listen to me closely. Motivation might get you started, but discipline is the only thing that will get you to the finish line. If you can't conquer your own laziness and your excuses, you are going to stay weak forever. This video might be the turning point in your life. This is where you learn how to rule your own mind. Because remember, without discipline, you'll spend your whole life watching others succeed while you sit there full of regret. Picture this. About 10 years ago, there were 3 friends living in a small town. Let's call them Mike, Jake, and Sam. All 3 were sharp, smart, and had massive dreams. Mike wanted to be a big-time entrepreneur. Jake dreamed of being a pro bodybuilder. And Sam, he wanted to be a famous writer. But the way they lived, completely different. First, let's talk about Mike. Mike had a million ideas. Every morning he'd wake up thinking, today I'm going to crush it. But his biggest problem, he had zero routine. He'd grind for 2 or 3 days, but the moment his motivation dipped, he'd switch to something else. He'd say, I'm not feeling it today. I'll start seriously tomorrow. Spoiler alert, that tomorrow never came. Then there was Jake. He joined the gym, super hyped at first, but his mind was weak. If it was raining, he'd think, the weather is so cozy, let me just nap. If it was a friend's birthday, he'd say, one cheat meal won't hurt. Jake had the potential, he had the strength, but he couldn't control his cravings or his laziness. But Sam was different. Sam knew he wasn't a genius like Mike, but he had a secret weapon, discipline. Sam went to bed at 10 p.m. and woke up at 5 a.m. every single day. Rain or shine, sick or tired, he wrote at least 5 pages. Even on days when he absolutely hated it, he refused to leave his desk. His motto was, I control my mind doesn't control me. Fast forward 5 years, the 3 friends meet up at a coffee shop. Mike is still broke. He's running around pitching sketchy business schemes that nobody trusts anymore. Everyone knows Mike never finishes what he starts. He looks defeated. That spark in his eyes is gone. Jake, he's totally out of shape. He gets winded just walking up the stairs. He looks down and sighs, man, I wish I had stuck to that workout routine. And Sam, he's now the city's best-selling author. And it's not just that, he radiates this insane confidence. Mike asks him, Sam, what was the difference between us? We all had the same shot. Sam smiles calmly and says, the difference wasn't talent, bro. It was discipline. You guys did what you felt like doing. I did what I needed to do. Back to camera, direct address. Friends, doesn't Sam's story hit a little too close to home? We think we're weak because we don't have money or we aren't smart enough. But the truth is, we are weak because we are slaves to our habits. Discipline doesn't mean living a miserable life. Discipline means conquering that weak voice inside you that whispers, sleep a little longer, scroll through social media for 5 more minutes, or do it tomorrow. Remember, you can't win a war just with emotions. You need strategy and hard work. Your brain will trick you. It always looks for comfort. But once you teach your brain to follow orders, you become unstoppable. We learned a huge lesson today. If you don't chain yourself to discipline, the world will chain you to mediocrity. Do you want to stand in front of the mirror in 10 years full of regret like Mike? Or do you want to say with confidence like Sam, I did it? The decision is yours. If this message lit a fire inside you, share it with others who want to change their lives. We want to build a community where everyone is powered by discipline. And one last thing before I go. After watching this, 99% of people are going to start scrolling again and forget everything in 5 minutes. They'll go right back to their comfort zone. But I know you're not part of that 99%. If you're still listening to this, it means you have that fire to change. You are the 1% who doesn't just dream, but has the guts to make it happen. If you truly want to take control of your life and be part of this small but powerful community, hit that subscribe button and join us. We don't just do motivation here. We talk reality and discipline that actually makes you a winner in the end.